Alright, here I'm going to show you how to get around a DAE import issue Blender has now and then. This is going to be a complete retread of Chris Occhipinti's solution with just a little extra detail for people who haven't messed around in the shell before. Sometimes when you try to import a DAE file into Blender, it'll fail and provide you with no info at all. To fix this, we'll manually edit the file we want to import. I'll show you what I mean here with ripped video game mesh, Leona from League of Legends. I select the file I want, and nothing. There's no error message, we don't get anything in the console, we're left with no clue how to progress. To get an idea of what's happening, we're going to run Blender from the shell. I assume if you're using a Linux distro, you won't have any issues navigating using a shell. For Windows, super simple trick to skip some work. Go to the folder Blender is installed to, hold Shift and right click, and then in Windows 10 you select Open PowerShell here. Older Windows I think roughly the same thing, Shift right click, Shell. Alright, we type /blender, we boot up Blender, this time with the PowerShell running in the background so we can figure out what the hell is going on. So right over here is our shell, same thing as last time. Let's try the import. First I'm going to clear the scene really quick, and then I go File, Import, Collada DAE, and we'll go back and find that same Leona DAE mesh. Once again we get nothing. The key difference being that this time when we bring up the shell, what we actually see is a line that tells us what went wrong. Texture with the SID map 7, image not found in effect with ID default material FX. We want to remember the ID of the effect that's screwing up here, so default material FX. What we're going to do is manually edit the file we're trying to import, delete the effect that's causing the issue and halting the import, and then just save and try again. Luckily a lot of 3D formats are pretty much just XML files, so opening them up in a text editor and finding what you're looking for is a breeze. That's the case with DAE. I make a copy of the file and I open it with Notepad++. You can absolutely use any text editor. And here you can see I already have the text I'm searching for entered into the find dialog because I rehearsed all this. So we've got it right there within the library effects tags. We see effect ID, default material FX. I'm just going to identify the entire block that belongs to this effect. In this case it runs from lines 16 to 64. And I highlight the whole thing, and as simple as that, I'm just going to delete it. Now, worth noting, I'm keeping the library effects tags intact over here, because without them you're going to open yourself up to a whole different error. So keep those in there. And that's that. We just save the file, close it, and let's try again with the new file that we've created here. Just go into Blender, import, DAE, select a new file to copy. Bam! Problem solved. Everything's working perfectly. There you go. You've gotten around that infuriating import issue. Version info is in the description, but obviously this solution shouldn't be that dependent on your Blender version, as long as it can import DAE. And you learned this in what are we at? 3 minutes and 15-ish seconds. Hope that helped.